They say addiction is detrimental, but I say not if you're a sleepyhead. You are watching the Sleepyhead Fandom Hangout, a place where fans can theorize, debate, and gush about all things Sleepy Hollow. Be sure to tune in for exclusive interviews, episode reviews, and the latest news in the world of Sleepy Hollow.
Freaks out. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida, so I don't have this problem.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hangout, everyone. We've got quite a big panel this week. As everybody knows, we just finished watching Tempest Fugit for our rewatch. With me tonight is my first lieutenant, Deb. Hi, Deb.
Hi.
And Darla. Hi, Darla.
Hello.
And Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
And we've got a new, I guess, panelist, Val. Hi, Val. Welcome.
Hi.
All right. So we've been, I've got just a couple things before we get started. Well, obviously, we just watched Tempest Fugit, which I absolutely, I mean, I would say it's pretty much, other than This Is War, I think that's my favorite episode of the season, because it was just so, and seeing Crane in his outfit on battlefield, you know, kicking ass and stuff, it was great. Anyway, and all right, so I just wanted to say a couple things, remind everybody that although we're doing our, of course, Sleepy Hollow returns February 5th at 8 o'clock, it just so happens the NAACP Image Awards is also going to be on that night. It's exclusive being aired on TV1. I think they are going to stream it online, so I know it's going to be, but they're not.
Is she not going to be on the episode?
Well, everybody will probably be watching the NAACPs because Nikki is nominated, so we're real proud of her. Congratulations, Nikki. And so, yeah, so it's going to probably be streaming. I think they're streaming it as well on the internet. It's going to be on TV1.com, so you can go there and watch it online, or it's be on TV1, which is a cable channel, I guess. I don't have TV1. I'd have to watch it online. Anyway, so we're going to be rooting for her. And basically this week, I mean, there's been a little bit of craziness going on. The titles that have been released, Albert can actually tweeted them out not a couple of days ago. Of course, the next one coming up is episode 9, which is One Life. Episode 10 is Incident at Stone Manor. Number 11 is Kindred Spirits, which I'm praying and hoping that means we're going to see the Kindred. Please! He's hiding under a bridge somewhere, I think. Regina! Hey! Hi, Regina! We can... There she is! Hi!
Hey, Regina.
Welcome! And so anyway, so yeah, so we're hoping to see the Kindred. And let's see, number 12 is Sins of the Father. So I'm sure we'll get the backstory of Papa Mills. That ought to be interesting. I'm anxious for this dark mirror. I wonder what that means, because mirrors aren't they like the windows to supernatural or something?
It's like the opposite, though.
Huh?
What if it's like the opposite? Like your dark version?
Oh, that would be interesting. Oh my God.
Double game.
Oh, I like that idea.
I do too. Oh my goodness. Maybe you should be in the writing room, Darla.
Yes. Yes.
Well, mirrors were always a part of season 1, right? Moloch always came and
Through the mirrors.
came in the mirrors, and when Abby was in purgatory, it was see her through a mirror.
You're right. Oh, that could be interesting. Episode 14 is called Into the Wild, and it's my understanding they are writing 15, 16, 17, and 18 this week and next week. So, all I know is, I mean, I just wish we could know when we're going to get our Ichabbie reunion, because I'm dying for that. At this point, we're just... So, So a couple of things that, you know, the fandom has been, what's the word, Deb? I'll defer to you.
Well, today, I don't know, in my stream, we were having a lot of fun. I was trying to have fun. We were talking a lot about, gosh, I don't know, Darla was in it, Regina, you were in it. We were talking about sexy people and
Yeah, what was really going on? Was there some kind of fan?
Yeah.
I would rather talk about that than all the other stuff.
We need some shirtless scenes. We've been deprived
I
of
know,
some shirtless scenes.
Darla, I think you put up some good videos from YouTube.
Oh yeah.
But it was fun, and there's a couple of guys that we're having fun with too, so that's nice. I'm trying to steer away from any angst about the characters because I think that, you know, there's 10 episodes, there's a lot of stuff that has to unfold, and really, you know, when Abby was in purgatory, we all thought she came back awfully fast. You know, we kind of missed what happened in that freaking dollhouse.
Right.
I still don't know what happened in that dollhouse, and I hope they, you know, they do some flashbacks or something. But I think if Abby's not going to be present in the first episode, episode 9, it makes sense because they have to figure out where she is and find her. I'm hoping that there's something, you know, some kind of echo of her somewhere in the show, but I'm not too worried about it because Abby is, you know, she's the heart of the show. I mean, she really is. She's the heart of the show.
Right.
Definitely. Well, my theory is that I think they might have a fake funeral for her, or maybe a funeral for her, because you know, the other thing too is they've got to.
No, we can't do that.
I'm
sorry.
I thought they were going to do that. I thought that's how Papa Milk comes into play.
No.
They were going to have a funeral.
As far as I think Jenny goes to Papa Mills to help her find Abby.
Right.
Oh.
That was
Maybe I'm confused then.
That's okay. Well, my thought was that because they have to keep Danny at bay, he's gonna want to know what happened to Abby. I don't know.
True.
You know, I don't know.
Abby's been gone for as long as the hiatus is how long Abby's been gone, right? They said they were going to do it in real time. So since the last show, just what the time we've been sitting here worrying about her, it's the same amount of time that Crane and Jenny and Joe have been worrying about her. So that means that, I mean, why hasn't Danny thrown Crane's butt in jail? There has to be some kind of investigation for a missing FBI agent. And after a certain amount of time, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a funeral. You know what I'm saying? So that's scary, but I could see it. I could see it happening that they go through the motions of a funeral.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of feedback. I don't know if it's yours, Deborah. I just lost. Oh, they're all coming back.
Yeah, everyone dropped off.
Everybody just dropped.
What?
I got booted out.
Oh.
Me too. It happens to me a lot. Yeah.
Why does it do that? That's so crazy. Oh my god. Val too.
Now what I'm hearing is television.
Can I get feedback from somebody?
Why don't you? Are you gonna do the outline?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I'm getting there.
So you can ask this question.
Well, I mean, what I have here is, I just wanted to address this because I was, you know, please don't buy into this that Abby is going to be replaced by Sophie. Abby is not going to be at season 4. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, come on. It's a show about the 2 witnesses. You know, I don't know. I think we just all have to take a deep breath and just wait to see what the season unfolds. I mean, there's a plan in place. I think that, you know, the writers, I mean, obviously, too, while Abby is missing, I mean, it's going to make Pandora and the Hidden One you know, get more powerful or you know, continue with whatever plans they have. I mean, I'm sure the Hidden One, Ichu Ilu, is happy that the witnesses, you know, are sort of divided and seemingly conquered at this point. Pandora, I think, maybe might have wanted to use them. So, you know, it all remains to be seen. I just think that we just need to take a deep breath and kind of just, please just, you know, watch it and we'll see what unfolds. And I mean, how do you guys feel about, you know, how do you think Papa Mills is gonna, you know, fit into the mix here?
You ask somebody, Chrissy.
Huh?
Pick somebody.
Michelle,
Pick
go.
somebody.
Oh, Michelle.
Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah, go.
Go.
okay, I'm going. Well, I think Mills is a Freemason, or he's a part of the group that Benjamin Franklin was talking about in the episode we just watched. I think he left so he can watch them from afar, you know.
Mhm.
So that's what I think he was doing. Because as far as that, I don't think Abby's father's a bad person or anything like that. I just think he was doing it to protect her, you know. And if he's part of the Freemasons, and if you listen to the Ben, he's talking about there's different degrees. When he's
Yeah.
talking about different degrees, that falls under Freemasons. Because you ever heard of the 33 degrees or whatever it's called? That is Freemason.
Yeah.
And he was a master Freemason, so that all falls under the same.
Well, we've been saying too, we need the Freemasons to be kind of folded in back into the fold of all this because it's kind of been left out. Regina, what do you think? We haven't heard from you today yet.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. My mic sometimes doesn't work for me. But I think I agree with Michelle. I think that Papa Mills is definitely involved in some way. I don't know if he, like Mama Mills, was seeing demons and stuff like that, but I definitely believe that he is well aware of what's going on. I think he knows that his children probably, are the witnesses. I'm not sure if I know in one of the press releases that that was put out that they kind of alluded to him having some information for them to help them in their battle. So
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like he really does have some type of involvement. I like this whole Freemason, levels of involvement piece that Ben Franklin talked about today. It was funny because I tweeted during Sleepy Friday the rewatch party, and the Sleepy writers actually liked what I said because I basically said, "Are we going to, address any of this, upcoming?" And they just liked it. So I'm hoping that means that they are going to address it.
Good.
I saw that too.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I know it's always exciting when they do that because at least maybe we get an inkling.
Yeah, it made me happy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Darla, what do you think? What are your thoughts on all this?
Well, I'm sure I have a feeling that he's somehow involved. I don't think that he left because he was a deadbeat dad.
Right.
At least that's how at least that's how I feel based on the spoiler. So I'm happy about that. I'm sure that he does have information about the war and that he's one of the people that Franklin was talking about. So I'm looking forward to him joining the cast.
Yeah, I love James.
Expanding the Mill sisters' backstory more.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see him. But what about you, Val? How do you weigh in on this?
I think I agree with everybody else. I don't think he's a deadbeat. I like to think that he probably had to leave. Like maybe he's so involved with things that he had to leave. And it was a situation where if he didn't leave, he was afraid harm might come to Jenny and Abby. So that's why he stayed away and he created a whole nother life to keep them at bay so that they wouldn't seek him out, so that he could fulfill whatever part that he's doing. Because I do believe that he's helping them in some kind of way. I just don't think that he left them with all that was going on. I just don't. So
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, the thing is like, there has to be. I just have been trying to figure out what reason it could be. I mean, maybe he had something to do. I mean, we know that that Shared Reyes was responsible supposedly for getting Lori, putting Lori in Terrytown Psychiatric. But I wonder if, if maybe her husband also kind of helped that situation to maybe put her in there. I don't know. But then, then you got to wonder, well, like Jenny was in and out of all these institutions. Like, could they have helped? Could he have helped in some way on that? Anyway, I'm anxious to see what they think. We just lost half of
the panel just left.
Probably a bandwidth issue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, Deb, what do you think? I don't know if I asked you yet. Go ahead.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that, you know how we realized that Corbin's life was a little more complex than we thought it was with the episodes with Joe? I think that maybe Corbin knew the family, knew the dad, and maybe he had to go away. The father had to go away, and Corbin kept an eye on the girls when they were in foster care and tried to mentor them in the absence of their father. So I think they're part of a greater battle that's been going on, and so yeah, I'm hoping that comes together. I want Papa Mills to fill that hole in their lives of a missing parent, and because I think it'll help them both feel. I mean, they got that. They know their mother was tormented and is now free from that torment, and it would be great for them to feel that their dad was actually working for their benefit all this time.
Yeah, and I think it would heal them both a lot. I mean, obviously they both have issues, stemming from that. What do you guys think of Danny? I mean, there's been a lot of talk around social media about the fact that Danny has been like, more, he's kind of been on the side sort of a little bit, and trying to figure out, like, what is where does he fit in on all this, and why is he calling, he's obviously working with the FBI director. I mean, trying to, I think, sort of mentor Abby, getting her, through FBI training quickly, sort of taking him under his wing in more ways than one, obviously. But, I mean, he's just out there, and I mean, I can't imagine, he's talking about Abby as the asset. I just can't imagine, why would he be, how could he not know that she's a witness? I mean, in that last scene that Abby had with him, and she's like, I can't tell you what's going on, that would have been a perfect thing for him to say, listen, I know who you are, let me help you, something. But
I don't think he knows.
I don't think he knows either now. And so, but why is he who he's working with if he's not part of the level? Michelle, go ahead.
I don't think Danny knows too much. I think Sophie, she knows something, and I think the director, he might know something from the FBI. I think the director might be, knows or something like that. But as far as Danny, he didn't really seem to know too much about the supernatural.
Yeah. I find that really weird because, I mean, if the FBI, I mean, okay, and then the other funny thing is, like, well, I mean, Sophie, she kind of was playing playing off Nevin's, like, you know, she didn't know about the supernatural or whatever. Obviously, because of the spoilers, we know she definitely knows about everything that's going on. And was it you, darling, or Regina? Somebody had the theory that actually Sophia is actually Ichabod and Abby's child from the future.
That was Michelle.
That was Michelle.
Yeah, that was
That
me
was
and
her great theory. Yes.
Who was it?
Me and Alicia.
You and Alicia. Okay.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about that. Michelle from
me? Okay, well, I think Sophie is Ichabbie's daughter from the future. I think something happens in the future, and she has to go back to the past to help out her parents.
That's a good theory. I like that.
And I think Jenny trained her. And I think Jenny told her what to do. But I think something happened to Abby and Ichabod's future, and Sophie has to save them. You know.
I'm still wondering how she knew so many moves.
Yeah.
Because when she was going, her and Jenny were going back and forth, and Jenny was talking about how she knew some of the same things that she knew because she got trained by Corbin. It's like, that's
Jenny.
You know, unless Corbin is the head of this group of others,
right?
Not to reference Lost, but if Corbin was the head of this group of others, there could be other cells, you know.
Yeah.
She could have been part of that.
Well, and then there's also, you know, I mean, we still don't know exactly what Corbin and Reverend Knapp were doing. They dropped again.
Yep.
We still don't know about that. Like what part? Like we need to figure. Like they need to tell us that piece of the puzzle. Like how was Corbin and Reverend Knapp working together? Like what was their level? What were they doing? Oh, there's Val. And you know what I mean? And I feel like there's way more to the story. I'm hoping that Joe and Jenny, they kind of figure that out. You know, maybe there's as they keep on digging. And I know there's got to be way more cases that are going to come up. I hope that they go that route and they don't just drop it. You know, because I mean, it's one of the.
They rebooted the whole series.
Right.
You need to stop with the reboot.
I'm not sure we're gonna get that. I would love that, but
yeah.
they rebooted.
Well,
because after watching the end of tonight's episode, I was like, there was no reason to reboot.
No,
none at all.
It was
just easily just jump started into.
Yeah.
They rebooted themselves at the end of that episode.
Right.
They were ready to go forward, and it's just, you know, the series could have ended right there. It could have ended right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, who knows? Yeah. Maybe it might have. Maybe that's why they left it that way.
Yeah.
Because maybe we weren't going to get a season 3.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the problems I think the writers have to overcome is continuity and mythology. They need to know what their mythology and their universe is going to be. In seasons 1 and even into seasons 2, you had. I'm going to go on my pulpit. You had the source material, which was the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. You had certain characteristics of those characters, Ichabod, Bram, and Katrina, that was sort of assumed into this sort of modern world. And then where you had your freedom was that you had the Mills girl. So you had all of this other stuff to interact with that. And so coming from the revolutionary milieu, you had the Husbands. They were real people in the revolution. You know, so and they did actually, many of them did actually kind of sink into the rest of the population. They never returned back to Germany. And so you could, there were, you know, some realistic historic elements they could have built on within that mythology, and with the 4 riders of the, you know, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So you know, that first season, those people seemed to have an idea what they were doing, and then we know there was all kinds of craziness the second season. I'm willing to forgive them if they would have some consistent set of a mythology that we can understand what these people are operating in, and that there's some rules within that universe. This is how all, if you get too crazy, like I worry about time travel, Michelle. When you start introducing time travel, you get people start like us sit here and we try to make it logical.
Right.
So crazy. Time travel is just really dangerous. To use that as a literary device, or but I think I'm willing to go. I'm willing to sit it out with them this season if they can give us some kind of cohesive mythology, and that will take us to another season. If they can't do it, we're not going to have another season.
Right.
I don't think.
I mean, that's the bottom line.
No matter how much we might want it, it won't end up being like that.
It's hard to sustain it because everybody, you've got 1/4 of the fandom is disappointed with something, whether it's people that are really Tom fans that come to the picture, or Abby fans, or science fiction fans, or fantasy fans, or people like I came to it because I didn't think they could do a show based on the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. That's why I started watching. And I'm going, Abby Mills, and then it just, episode 1 pilot, it worked, it grabbed us, boom. So if they can't have us all agitated all the time.
Right.
They just can't. It's not healthy for us and for them.
It's definitely, and the thing is like, I get, I think part of the maybe the, I don't want to say the mentality, but part of the whole, I think, environment of putting it, getting your show promoted and stuff, I think unfortunately does some of these people, and I'm not saying the network or whatever, I'm just saying, especially, I have to say this, and I mean, maybe I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a couple of different bloggers out there that put these asinine things out there, which are not true, which there's no evidence of. There's been no official word or any kind of rumbling within the network that anything like that is ever going to happen. And they do it just to get clicks. And then that, we're already, we're already so paranoid about, what they're doing with our show that, to have just even those little dinky rumors, the little flakes of these, these ideas out there, it just completely shatters people. I mean, people have told me, I mean, they're crying, they're upset. I mean, do they understand, negative publicity isn't that always good publicity. Like, any publicity isn't good. You know what I mean? And I think that at this point, listen, they know how to, Fox I'm talking about, they know how to do publicity. X-Files has been done immaculately. I mean, they've got teasers out. They've got everybody, David and Jillian is on every show. They're on the cover of TV Guide this week.
Yep.
I just do not understand, and we're not even asking for all that. I mean, I'm just asking for, between now and February 5th, can we just get a little teaser promo? Can we get, just something more positive? That's why I get upset, because it's just kind of like everybody in the fandom is getting upset, and it's all for stuff that isn't even confirmed. It's not, it's not confirmed. A couple of the articles that I read, not even, they were just complete lies. I mean, it's just not even true. There's no evidence of it at all whatsoever, and everybody's upset, and so that's what upsets me about it. I just feel like I mean, I don't know. That's sort of where I'm at. What do you guys think? Regina, do you want to weigh in on that?
Well, I have always said, don't give clicks. I say that all the time because they are usually trolls who are kind of like managing this stuff. But that whole poll that was out about who was the worst.
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
I was like, what? And then, of course, at the end of the day, you find out that this was a fan-generated poll. So why would you even allow it to be published on your site?
Right.
You know?
That's
So, of course, they took it down immediately after everyone screamed at them. But,
yeah,
I mean,
but it was still up on their website.
oh, it's still up?
It was still up on their website. They just deleted the tweet. It was still up.
Regina, they said to me when I asked them to take it down, they said, you could ask, but we won't do it.
Oh, really?
Yes, they were using the logo of Sleepy Hollow Spoiler TV. So it looked very official. When I first saw it, it looked like a poll that Sleepy Hollow was doing. And that's where I thought it was very deceptive, and that kind of bothered me more than the fact that it was a stupid fan poll. It was just that it looked like it was coming from the network or for something, you know, something bona fide. So,
well, like I
I
had said, Spoiler TV, they just reproduce articles that are out there. They don't generate them. So I mean, I think that, you know, and I tell people, just keep that in mind. These are folks who are just giving information. You could use their site to get access to like a TV line or a TV guide article, you know, online article, that kind of thing. And then they do these fan-generated polls every week, and they also publish the ratings. That's where our friend kind of lives, the cancellation bear. That's where he puts all his stuff out.
That's a whole other story. That's a whole other story that is just like, oh my god. See,
he's such a troll.
I think that everybody needs to just, that's why I'm saying, unless it comes from the network, you have to take everything with a grain of salt and, you know, not go off, you know, off the rails and rant, you know what I mean? I mean, everybody is entitled to their feelings, and I understand that. But until you have something that's official, that's confirmed,
yes,
get upset over these rumored things. It's just, that's what upset me this week. I was just like, what is this? It's not even anything in evidence to even suggest that. I won't say who it was. There was two different articles that I was upset about. And so, you know, I just would just caution everybody. Everybody has an opinion, and they're entitled to that. And I don't think that they, you know, that's fine. But to, like, you know, just in order to get clicks, I mean, I just don't understand that. It's very counterproductive, and it defeats what, you know, we're trying to build up and get excited for February 5th and for the rest of the season. And I think that's what the purposes of all us talking and everything is, because, you know, we want people to get excited about it and talk about things, you know, and what could happen and theorize and the fun of the show. And that's what I would like for people to just kind of, you know, just
Michelle has her hand up.
a little more positive. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so
Michelle has her hand up.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I had it up and then I took it down. I was wondering, are we going to talk?
Oh, man. What kind of, is your connection cable or is it Fios?
someone, Jennifer, is with us. Hi, Jennifer. We can't see you, but I see you on here. Hi.
Michelle.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I was going to tell you about, are we going to talk about the one episode we watched?
say that again.
The episode?
Are we going to talk about the episode we just watched?
Yeah, we can talk about that. Okay, so Tempest Fugate, that was actually written by Mark Goffman. And he, you know, which amazes me after, I mean, the thing is he wrote This Is War, and he wrote Tempest Fugate, and they were both fantastic episodes. So I don't know what happened in between all of that, but I mean, I think one of the best things about it was that no matter, in my estimation, in my opinion, is that we could see Ichabod and Abby, you know, they trusted each other no matter what time they're in. It doesn't matter what time they're in. And the fact that he believed her, you know, 1781, hello, you know, she's talking crazy. I'm from the 21st century. You know, yeah.
Baby.
You know, it was hilarious. And he was just like, okay, who are you? You know, that scene, I love that moment. Like, what the hell is this woman, like, trying to sell me? But he camps on her. And, you know, I mean, obviously Ben Franklin was fantastic. You know, Timothy Beesfield is excellent. And of course our Ichabbie, the best part, of course, is the Ichabbie selfie. I mean, come on, how cute is that? So what did you guys think? Yeah, why don't we start with you? What did you think about it? What are your thoughts about it?
Well, there's so many perfect moments, and everything's perfect about this episode from the beginning to the end. It should be a model for all the shows, I think. And I think it really, it's so, there's a tenderness in the relationship that Abby has with Crane. I love all the scenes when they're walking and talking together, no matter what they're in, because there's a comfort and that they have with each other. They even when just the rhythm of how they are together, walking and talking, this sincerity, and it really comes through in this episode. I think Franklin was really good, the actor that does Franklin, and
Yep.
you know, the opening scene that was directed by Les, right? That's phenomenal. It always is when they do those scenes. I'd like to see more of that kind of action. So I can't say anything more. It was just a perfect episode.
Yeah, it was. I love the slow motion of it. The beginning, you know, they kind of did it in slow motion. The whole fight scene part, it was great. Okay, so let's hear from Val. Val, what do you think?
About the episode we watched tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites because I like seeing Crane so confident. I like seeing Crane independent in the sense, sure of himself. You know, in our century, in our time, everything is confusing, and, you know, which makes for good scenes, but it was good to see him in his element and see him as the captain fighting, ordering people around, people listening, actually. It was good to see him like that. I liked the roles reversed, because in the beginning, the first episode of the season, he had to convince Abby who he was and all these things. So it was nice to see it mirrored and her having to do the same thing to him. And in the end, they both believed each other. So I liked how no matter what, they're fated. They're soulmates, in my opinion. So I enjoy it.
I agree with you on all of that. Regina, what are your thoughts on Chimpanzee?
I mean, I think I agree with everyone. What stood out for me is the scene between Abby and Grace Dixon. That
Oh, I love it.
I mean, I was crying. Like, I cry every single time that scene comes on. Just the fact that she was so nervous to meet her, and you know, really didn't know how to speak to her when she finally met her.
Yeah.
And just like to hear that, you know, Abby's supposed to write in the book. Like, I'm like, okay. And so I'm always asking, you know,
When is she going to write in the book?
not when is she going to write in the book? Where did this book come from? Like, who else wrote it? You know, for me, that's something that the writers need to address. I swear to God that both Abby and Jenny are witches. And I mean, this is the second time you perform magic successfully. Like, come on. And you're going to tell me that she's not a witch?
I know.
I just, it doesn't make sense. So that to me was the highlight of the episode.
Well, yeah, I just want to mention Awakenings. I honestly, when all those witches, I really was waiting for Abby and Jenny guys to turn. I could have sworn they were going to be, but then I'm thinking, okay, well, what if, oh God, we lost half of our, I said, you know, well, what if if like Grace put some kind of a spell on them so that they could hide, so they would stay hidden no matter what might happen. But yeah, I mean, I still think they have to be witches or something.
I mean, twice. She's done it twice where she performed magic. Abby.
Yeah.
And Jenny. Jenny did it in Mama. So I mean, it just makes
a great job in Mama. Ooh, she did a great spell.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Mama was, oh my God.
Mama was great.
I love Mama. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to know how Grace knew that there was a witness in her bloodline. I'm still trying to figure out who told her that information. Somebody told her. An oracle. Yeah. Who?
Something.
How did she know?
Yeah.
She's like, you're a witness. Like,
it's like, oh my God, how does she know that? I know. We need to know more about that. And also like
prophecy.
And what?
I believe it's prophecy.
Yeah.
Tradition of the family. They're a line of witnesses and mystical peoples, and so this must be in their lineage.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, remember, one of the Dixon women was found in that underground cave with Medusa. Remember?
Yeah.
I mean, they've been in this fight for a while.
Well, it was Grace's granddaughter, I think, and she was probably lured there. She was probably one of the witnesses. Well, that actually, looping back to season 3, that's what the, Pandora, Ichu, Ilu, and the Anunnaki, the Tree of Life and all that. Tree of Life has to do with, lineage, creating lineage, and I think that's, if you remember in Art of War, Pandora said to Abby about, you can, sit with us, you can be part of this new world order because of your lineage. So they are both, they it all has to do with their ancestral, lineage as far as being witnesses. But it's interesting that, because Grace was not a witness, obviously.
Right.
At least, she wasn't a witness. Her granddaughter probably was a witness.
Yeah, she was a witch.
What does it skip every other generation? Like, I don't understand how they are chosen to be the witch. Like.
Yeah, we still haven't learned. We still haven't figured that out.
Yeah, that's true. That whole process.
They haven't told us. They just said, "Here, you're the witness. You're the." Witness.
Yeah,
you guys witness together.
Right.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. So, well, I don't know, Jennifer, you want to weigh in on Tempest Fugit?
No, you guys said it all.
Well, I give you a shot since you're sitting there listening. Have any comments about Sleepy Hollow? I mean, are you liking season 3 thus far, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I like season 3 so far. Everything, there's always criticism, but so far, I'm liking season 3. Want to see I've got to see what they do when they come back.
Yeah.
They can really mess this up if they don't do it right, but I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah. That's what we're all kind of doing at this point. Well, okay, let me, I just wanted to run down some of the events that we're doing. We're getting close to our hour is almost up already. I can't believe it. It goes by so fast. Okay, so first of all, what's next here?
Fondle in the Forest?
Yeah, I tweeted out the 3 names for this week's Fondle in the Forest. I think, what did we figured on, I can't even think. Ninth Nicotini, there was Headless Revenge, and
something with Tom's name.
Yeah, Old Time or
Old Time. No, Good Time Tom Tonic. That's what it was.
Yeah, two of those. Oh, that name I got from my sister because she's a bartender. So she gave me the idea.
Cool. Tell her thank you.
To my memory. What are we doing in this contest again? I'm all confused.
Well,
Actually, we're supposed to be drinking, right?
I'm probably going to be drinking February 5th.
Absolutely. Oh man, she just left.
Oh no, we lost. Okay, so the deal is, this is Christine's deal. I don't know, she hasn't been around to work out, but basically, we're coming up with names that are Sleepy Hollow-ish, that are related to either, you know, any aspect. And we're voting on, so like so far right now, we've only got, it's Sweet and Spicy Mills Mocha Madness.
It's winning, right? That's the one that's winning right now,
So
right?
we just need a name.
Yeah, and then I'm putting a poll out there, and the most voted will be the cocktail that we do on February 5th.
So who's going to actually make the cocktail?
Christine is supposed to make the cocktail.
Oh, she's going to take the name and make a cocktail out of it?
She knows how to create all these different cocktails and stuff.
Okay.
That's why she came
I
up.
don't know how to do that.
Yeah,
That's why I call my sister.
Yeah, we'll get your sister.
Yeah.
She's the bartender.
So yes, that's basically it. And then whichever name wins, then we'll give them a prize. I mean, nothing too exciting on that, but just something fun for like it's our sleepy signature
Drink.
Yeah. Okay. A spirit. Sleepy signature. That's what I'm calling it.
I like that.
Okay, and what else is on here? All right, and then so next week we are doing our Hollow Hangout marathon and Sleepy Trivia. Sleepy Trivia for an hour starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we're going to watch Eyewitness, Art of War, and what is it? Novus Ordo Seclorum.
Marathon. Hey!
To get ready for season, for February 5th. And so we'll be giving away prizes for the Sleepy Trivia again. That's next week starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, what else? Oh, and then Deb, talk about your meetup. We're still working on this, but if you want to just mention it again.
The meetup?
Yeah.
Well, we put a snag with the meetup because they're going to be doing some major reconstruction in front of the Old Dutch Church.
Oh.
They're going to probably break ground in March, and depending on the weather, it could take until the end of June or possibly even until mid-July. To finish it. So the kind of meetup that we were going to have in Sleepy Hollow that would actually allow us to do stuff up at the cemetery, the burial ground, and we can't do it at the time that we wanted to do it. I'm thinking it might be something we can push into the fall, or I don't think pushing it later into the summer is going to work because when you get to August, nobody's around. Everybody's all over the place. So we might want to think about that. I mean, we could still do just to meet up to have fun, but we wouldn't be able to take you up to see the historic stuff. So
I was thinking, you know, I would rather. I mean, we should do it in October if we can do it.
Yeah, I was thinking October. Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, it's Sleepy Hollow. It's Halloween time. It's like all dolled up. It would be fun.
We could try to October. Some of the things are already booked up in Sleepy Hollow and Terrytown for October because it's such. I mean, tens of thousands of people come to Sleepy Hollow in October. So we might run into some issues. We'll just have to think about it, you know. Yeah, we'll just think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Tom Meisner's fans? Have they said anything about doing a New York meetup? I think we should all go to Cleveland to Joyce's house.
I know, really, Joyce, we're gonna come for you. You're gonna see all of us on your doorstep. Joyce will be like, "What is going on?"
We'll just take the meetup to Cleveland.
It would be hilarious. Poor Joyce.
To Cleveland.
We're gonna Twitter. Like, what is going on? But we'll figure something out. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like what we were going to do.
To make people travel all this way, because we're all from all over the place, you want to do something that is worth the time and really make it nice and enticing. So we'll just keep that in mind.
Yeah, we'll just figure something out. So, okay, so it's a work in progress, our meetup.
Yeah, work in progress.
So then the other news I have is, of course, I'm doing this, well, actually, it's, all of us are putting this on, really. It's the, what is it? Basically, it's a fundraiser for Kim Perez. He has a charity called the Calvin Center of Horses and Warriors. It's a rehabilitation facility for, injured, military personnel, both veterans and and personnel that is still on duty. And he wanted to sort of raise some money for his charity. So the plan is that we're going to launch it on George Washington's birthday, which is February 15th. It's going to last 3 days. I'm just putting. I've got some really nice autographs coming, people.
Yeah, I'm reading something on Twitter, and I'm not.
I just see your face when you said George. That's funny. I'm sorry.
They just posted. Oh, Regina, I'm reading what you just tweeted.
Yeah, I just tweeted it. Brand new. Just came off the hot press.
Wait, what are you guys tweeting?
To Fridays. So Sleepy's going to be their lead-in on Friday night. That TV show Second Chance, that's not good. That's not good.
Wait, what? Say this again?
The TV show Second Chance, like the brand new show that just...
Brand new show, right?
They're already moving it to Friday.
What?
Friday at what time?
At 9, right after Sleepy.
Well, that's
of course
okay.
They are.
Because as long as we're not up against Grimm, that's what I was worried about.
But
we don't want to be lynched. We don't want to be pigeonholed next to that.
No.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. But that's some bull.
What are those vampire shows that are moving over to
the Phantom
we do have shows that are moving on Friday, Vampire Diaries, I think, or the originals, or...
Yeah, I think we're up against Vampire Diaries.
No, Vampire Diaries and the originals are both on Thursdays.
No, I think they're moving them to Friday.
They're on Fridays now.
They're on Fridays now.
Oh my God.
Sci-Fi Friday now. That's what is happening.
On another note, I mean, and I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get killed. I'll get killed. I won't say it. I'll be good. Anyway.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not happy about this.
All I care about is that everybody watches Sleepy Hollow. I don't care what else is on. I don't care what other network is doing. Must watch Sleepy Hollow.
I get what Darla was saying though.
I'm just gonna say I have a feeling the first episode back is probably not gonna be very good as far as because there's been promo and is up against the NAACP Image Awards. So right off the bat, Sleepy's probably gonna be already behind.
But don't worry about it because the Fox isn't even paying attention to the live ratings.
Yeah.
Well,
they say that, but I don't believe them.
No, Chris.
I don't believe them.
The other thing is we need to keep in mind is now Fox. Well, all the networks are going to be looking at live viewers tweeting and posting on Facebook about what they watch. That's going to be included in all ratings moving forward.
Yeah.
So if folks are not watching, so that's the other thing. We need to make sure that we are trending Sleepy Hollow on Friday nights. We have to do it.
We have to do that. Definitely. And I mean, that brings us to, I mean, I don't know if we came to a consensus. I mean, I would like to, we definitely need to trend Sleepy Hollow on February 5th. But I was also thinking Believe in Ichabbie, but I don't know if you guys wanted to do that or not. We didn't really come to a consensus. I like it, but it's up to you guys.
I think you want to hashtag Sleepy Hollow.
I think we need to focus on Sleepy Hollow and make it trend.
Okay.
For the trending, for the Nielsen stuff, yeah.
I agree too.
All right. Well, then, you know, what we need to do is, and what we're gonna ask people, all the fans to do is just, whenever you're tweeting, even if you're watching another show and you're tweeting about another show, just include hashtag Sleepy Hollow. That's all. You know what I mean? I think too, if we can get the other fandoms to help us out on Friday, that would be really good. I can bring in, hopefully, maybe some of the people from the other shows, originals, Vampire Diaries and stuff, but now they're going to be on Fridays. But anyway,
they're not going to watch because they're watching their own show.
No, but I'm just saying, all I'm asking is if they're watching the originals, if they're watching Vampire Diaries and they're tweeting, just include the hashtag Sleepy Hollow. I don't care if they're not, you know what I mean? The idea is to trend Sleepy Hollow. So whoever.
And also, the other thing to keep in mind is if we don't trend, we should be using the hashtag all day long on Friday. Because what will happen is it creates a buzz.
Yes.
For Twitter.
Agreed.
And Facebook. And so that's also something we want to make sure is happening.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes I try to remember to do it. But even now, when we're talking on Twitter, let's just use hashtag Sleepy Hollow all the time, no matter what it is. You just need to just keep it front and center. I mean, that's all we can do. You know, and hopefully we'll trend it. I mean, that's what needs to happen for sure.
Well, we did it with the premiere, so I mean, I you know, with the
I'm just saying it's gonna be a little more challenging because Abby's probably not gonna be in the episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tracy,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. I was looking forward to episode 9. I really was, but knowing that Nicole will not be in the episode is kind of breaking my heart, you know, because I love Abby and I love Nicole, you know, and I think that's going to hurt the show.
Yeah.
Abby.
Yeah, they're really gambling with her not being on it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be like the episode can't be a soft premiere like This Is War was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good episode, but the premiere numbers didn't reflect that. And so it has to be good and stellar to make up for the fact that she's not going to be in the episode, because I can already tell you that there's people that are not going to be watching it because she is not going to be in it.
They're not going to watch live. They're already saying that. Yes.
It has to be really action-packed, like hit the ground running and just boom, 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 you know?
Well, you guys have to remember, and I understand that, and that's fine, but it's either you're going to watch the show so we have another season, or it's just going to die. I mean, you know, with everything that's going on, and I understand that, and it's one episode, it's not going to kill everybody, it's not going to kill the show. It's one episode, nobody's watching it, but I just feel like that if you're a fan of Nicole's, we need to support her show, whether she's in it or she's not in the episode. Do we want her to have a job? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
I
like,
agree. Yeah.
Granted.
I get it. At the same time, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. They're gambling right now. They're gambling. So they either have to it has to be stellar. It has to be really good to justify her not being in the episode.
I agree.
And if it's going to be
No, I agree with you, but I think it's plan in play. I think that what they're doing is they're trying, you know, the absence makes the heart grow fonder, you know, and I feel like they're building up towards a great Ichabbie reunion and a great moment for them to, you know, to get back together, whether it's, you know, romantically or even as witnesses as a team.
That would be romantic.
Well, I hope so, because I don't like it all being about his feelings. I want to know about Abby's feelings too. That's why I'm a little agitated by the fact that she's not going to be in the episode, because we're not going to be seeing what her life is like, what she's been dealing with. That other half, the other part of the equation, we need to see that. And we're not going to see that. All we're going to see is Crane dealing with his upset because he's all upset about Abby not being there, which is fine. I want to see that, but at the same time,
about Abby.
What about Abby? What's she dealing with?
Right.
And Abby's the one who's dealing with the most, in a way.
I need to
dealing with this closed heart, her feelings, you know, for her whole life. So, yeah.
No, we lost people. Well, yeah, and I agree. I mean, the thing is what I've always said is we don't know what Ichabod feels. I mean, he wears his heart on his sleeve, but Abby does not. And that's the thing. We need to find out what she feels, how she, you know, what are her real thoughts? I mean, she's been so, you know, work-oriented that we don't even know she keeps her feelings inside so and buried. So, Michelle, what did you say? You've got your hand up.
Well, that's why I say, if they're not going to have Abby in one episode, the next episode should just focus on her.
Yeah, I agree with that. Could be.
It should all be about her journey, where she's at, how she's been, what she's doing. It would only be fair. I'm sorry. If they did one episode without Abby and the next episode focused on her and her journey, what she was doing, who she's talking to, how she's getting out, where she's trapped at or whatever, I would be okay with that. But the fact that she's not going to be in the next episode and we don't know what episode 10 is about, and when we have all these new characters that we got Zoe and we got, you know, Betsy Ross. I told, you know, and people have feet, and you know, and then you got Sophie. You know what I'm saying? I love Sleepy Hollow. I really do. But I am a fan of Nicole, and I want her to have a job. But it would only be fair if the episode 10 focused on her. You know what I'm saying? Her storyline.
All we can do, it all remains to be seen, and I mean, I'm hoping you're right, Michelle. I mean, I think it's fair, and you know, that's what they should do. But I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see.
I'm a little upset about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, there's a lot of things, but there's a lot of good things about the show too, and I just think that, you know, we just need to. I feel like, you know, I've enjoyed this story this year. I mean, I like the villains. I mean, Pandora's probably been one of the best villains, really, that they've had other than Headless. You know, because she's very methodical. She's planning. She's plotting. We don't know what she's doing. You know, we don't even know what her plan is. And now, you know, how is Ilu gonna, you know, kind of influence Pandora and their plans? I mean, I'm anxious to see. You know, we still have 10 more episodes left. I just think that all we can do is support the show and, you know, I mean, continue talking. I mean, that's, you know, continue.
I gotta go, guys.
All right.
I have to die here.
I'm signing off too. So thanks for joining us, guys. Jeb, we'll talk to you on Twitter.
Okay.
Okay, bye. I guess we're pretty much gonna end here, I think, anyway. So thank you guys for coming to join us, and so Val didn't come back, so I guess she's probably mad at our little
Jennifer didn't talk much.
But
sorry, I'm quiet.
But thanks for joining us, everybody, and I guess we'll see you next week for our
marathon.
Our Hall of Fame marathon, yay! Yep. All right, so we're out.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye. Bye, everyone.